We greet you today from the Appalachian rolling hills of Dickinson Cattle Company in Belmont County, Ohio, to join in a tribute to the famous bull Tempter. You'll see him in his everyday life, what he does, why he is the great bull that he is. He's out with a herd of cows today. He's taking care, taking charge, being the authority figure in his herd. He's going to sire some beautiful calves from these cows next year. So this is Tempter. Let's watch him as he walks the Appalachian hills. He enjoys the good life, the green grass, and the healthy lifestyle of a Texas Longhorn bull. This is his sire, Temptation the Ace. This was one of the first bulls in the industry to measure over 80 inches tip to tip. This is his dam, Field of Pearls. She was twice all-age international grand champion cow. She's over 70 inches, a daughter of Fielder, out of a daughter of the famous bull Senator. Tempter was born April 17, 2005. He was conceived by AI, and this was his humble beginning. He's a gangly-legged, long, tall, little speckled guy with the whole world before him. He started developing at weaning time, and you could see huge horn buttons growing, spots developing. Although you see he's mostly white on his sides with the big spots, he starts to get roan and prettier colors as he gets older. He's developing. Notice the bright red color of the transparency of the horn bases. He's out as a 3-year-old in the brush of Ohio taking care of his cows. As he goes into breeding season, he gets leaner as he walks and does 15 and 20 miles a day. Here he is, another season of the year. He's developing. He's getting a little taller. He's getting longer. This is Joel Dickinson, who has owned him and raised him. He's at the ranch of Burton-Stockton, who acquired an interest in Tempter. This is taken at Cleveland, Texas, at Burton-Stockton Ranch. He's a very gentle bull. People that are around him learn to really appreciate him. He's 5 years old here, out with the cows. He's getting more muscular, more mature. He's developing. His horn base is growing, his tip to tip. This is when he came back from Texas last year. He was in a truck for several extended periods, and he lost a part of a horn tip. So of the great measurement he had, we lost 1 or 2 inches here as a result of the trip. He's taken in the fall away from the cows to Oklahoma City to the famous Texas Longhorn Extravaganza, where the largest bulls in the nation are measured. He measured a whopping 83 9/16 tip to tip, and he had a base measurement of 17 5/8 inch circumference. He was the second largest horn base of any bull measured this past year. Only one other bull had more horn than the Tempter. This is Tempter back in Ohio. He's in the good grasslands of the Ohio River Valley. We'll watch him as he goes through his paces, as he goes up and down the hills and does the things that he likes to do. He's pretty casual. He doesn't get worried over things very much. He watches what's around him. He enjoys cool summer walks in the evening with his cows. He enjoys being around the calves that are numerous. He sires about 70 calves a year, but he's very serious about his work. This was in the summer of 2012. You can see the dark spots beginning to fill in on his sides, which weren't really there when he was young. So he's out with his cow herd. He's serious. It's a hot day, and he's doing what he's out there to do. Now you're watching him in one of his quiet moments. He just enjoys eating grass. If you'll notice his technique, when he reaches to the left, he circles his tongue to the left. When he reaches to the right, he whacks it to the right. So he's got a system where he goes left, right, slopping in the good, nutritious grasses that keep him going and keep him energized, full of omega-3. One of the hard decisions he has to make is whether to eat the weeds or the good-tasting grasses. So that's his job. He figures it out. So he's going for the good stuff. Tempter has a great life. He spends the summers in Ohio and the Ohio River Valley grasslands, and he spends the winters in Texas in the warm climate around Cleveland, Texas. He has the best of both worlds. A group of cows are picked for Tempter every year that hopefully will complement his great conformation and his tremendous horn and base. He's one of the most twisty horn bulls in the breed. Most bulls are pretty straight, kind of like a hoe handle or a toothpick, but he is one of the more twisty horn bulls, and his cows are often low-horned with a lot of corkscrew twist early in life. So look at the depth of his body, look at his thickness. He's a bull close to a ton even in pasture condition. He can add height and size to many cattle. A lot of people use him for AI to get the horn base, the tip to tip, and also the size. Semen is available on him not only in the United States from Dickinson Cattle Company, but also in Australia and New Zealand. This is one of his 3-year-old daughters. This is Lucia. Now this is Tempting Times, one of his sons. Sweepstakes. She's a 4-year-old daughter. This is a 2-year-old steer by Tempter that's going to have a record horn spread. This is Tempter's Trophy, a 3-year-old daughter. This is a 3-year-old steer that's going to have over 8 foot at maturity. Tenacious. Lily 3 by Tempter. M-Arrow Shameless. Beautiful young cow. Tempt You was raised here at Dickinson Cattle Company. She's 3 years old, excellent horn, a tempting huckstress. This is a young, beautiful, hipped daughter of Tempter. Now this is Tempter, fall in Ohio. He's just got through finishing breeding his cows, and he's cooling his engines, walking the pastures, taking his choice of the smorgasbord of grasses available to him. He's got a little bit of time before he goes back to Texas again for the winter, so he's healing up. For progeny from Tempter, call Dickinson Cattle Company. Semen is available in 3 countries and shipped weekly from Dickinson Cattle Company, Barnesville, Ohio. Thank you for watching our tribute to Tempter.